right the way through.
Early gang. On site, I have a contractor here walking around, going through the spec sheet of this property and what we need doing and what we want.
The specs to stay.
Is the contract film with any confidence so far? No confidence whatsoever. Yeah. Come outside and have a chat. So, as you can see behind me, Phil's going to show you a before of this garden. This is now the after of the garden. I have done this a bit backwards. I had the garden removed and the front garden removed before I started any works of the house, because I actually just wanted to see the size of the garden, and also it was very overgrown. I got it done for a really good price. I don't know the price off the top of my head exactly, but when I get back to the office I'll pull the invoice up and I'll go through it with Phil, because to have all of this removed and the front and the trees, there was a lot of work done. The house is sensational. It's a beautiful, beautiful house, and the contractor who is on site walking around now it's just not filling me with confidence. It might change, but it's not filling me with confidence. But once he's left, I'm going to go through the drawings and tell you what I'm actually doing to this property in detail. And yeah, it's freezing cold again. And then that's going to be bricked up. Yeah. And then I think that this is going to have double French doors. Yeah. Maybe the 2 metre ones. And then this wall will be out. That'll be, the island will be here. And then that box outside will be the utility.
Yeah. So the spec is just to get the house ready, not for anything outside.
No, we've not asked you. Do you do gardening, landscaping?
We do landscaping.
Okay, yeah, that's a conversation we can have once we've got the quotes in for the house.
Fencing and landscaping as well.
Okay. I don't know. Once your quote comes back, obviously, and you start, hopefully, if it all goes according to plan, we can start in March. I don't know whether this house would benefit from an extension under permitted development, 6 metres, because it has the scope for it.
Would you overcapitalise on the property?
That's my thing. So we've been told the end value around here, the highest that we can get for this house around is 400,000. That's what they're telling me, every agent around here. At this size of it, with what it is a good spec. But everywhere I drive around here, it seems like people have got it's like a decentish area. So it would just be an extension of the kitchen, dining, another seating area, like a family area, and then the front room there is like your private. You know, like when you have
like a study cinema room.
Yeah, something at the front. But again, that extension is going to be 6 metres by 1, 2, 3, 4, so 24 square metres. It's going to come in at 38 grand. So, is it worth it? No. I don't know. I can't see it.
Capitalising on your property.
I can't see it. So, this is the existing of this house, guys. Yeah, 3 bedrooms, living room, sitting room, kitchen, and this is what I am this is what I am going to do. So I'm removing this wall here. I'm removing that wall here, and then I'm leaving the existing wall in the middle and having a door there. This here, I am knocking into a utility, so the kitchen will be all of that there. Now, the kitchen's going to run down this wall here with an island there. This thing here is worrying me because I think that these are 2 metres, and I really feel like it needs to be 2 metre French doors with a 400 or 500 window each side to make it 3 metres long, because this span at the back is quite big, and it's really unsettling me. That 2 metres is I don't like the thought of it, because I can see it. So follow me and I'll show you what I mean. So if you imagine, right guys, this wall is not going to be here, and then the kitchen is going to run along that wall there, and then so that's about 800. So 2 metres is there. We're only going to have French doors there in a room that spans into that one as well, which is another 2 metres. It doesn't have the light that needs to come into the house. So it needs to be French doors and 2 windows each side. And you know what? It might even need to be bigger than 500, because the worktop's going to come out to 600 here to there. So there's going to be brick there. The sink's over there. The oven, the extractor fan and the hobs are all going to be around the island and stuff. So the span of this house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 metres. So I'm going to need at least 4 metres of it with light to come in, because this is a big open space. So yeah, two French doors and a metre window each side. So I need to get my architect to change the drawings today. That was made on the spot right now because I'm here, and that's why it's really important to go to the properties and keep going and going, because remember, I've already been here, I've already sent my spec off to my architects, I've already got the drawings done, and now I've changed it again because when I'm here again, now all the garden's down and I can see the light that comes in, it needs more light. So yeah, so that's that, and then come look at the specification sheet. So here is my specification sheet, and it's basically everything that I want doing to this property. As you can see on this one, there are 72 points, and at the end it even says, if you have any further queries regarding the above specification, please highlight them so I can get them confirmed. Please provide a quotation trade by trade that will make it easy to allocate our costs and swiftly provide required orders to proceed. That goes to the contractor with every single thing in there. So there's no miscommunication, there's no confusion, and we're all on the same page. That's important that you get things like that done on whatever project, whether it's a big 4-bedroom detached property like this, a 10-bedroom HMO, 10 self-contained units, a flat conversion, a 2-bedroom terraced, a 1-bedroom maisonette. Make sure everything is done so there's no miscommunication. It even tells them that I want the existing satellite dish, the existing alarm box, and any outside lights removed from the property. Obviously, if you're going to have your houses rendered, that will be done anyway because it's common sense, but it's not common sense if you don't have certain things done. You've got to put it in there for everybody to understand and everybody to be on the same page. So yeah, Steve's tips are back. Just make sure you listen to me.
Okay, so I was going to put a piece of wood over the back door from the timber frame to timber frame just to stop anybody just coming up and opening it. I did buy the stuff to do the lock, but didn't realise the whole
It was metal. Yeah, I didn't know till
Yeah.
I didn't remember that, to be fair. But to be completely honest with you now, there ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But the only thing that anyone can do is here and come and sleep in here if they're
Yeah.
cold, and even then it's not going to upset me.
It's colder in here than there, so.
You know, I know. But at the end, I like him. I like him. I like the contractor. Figures he was coming out with was a little bit like, whoo. But also he was like, we're going to negotiate. So yeah, so he knows, playing the game, he understands it. Very nice human being. Really liked him by the end of the conversation. Yeah, I like this property. So, quick Stevens tour. Are we ready? Let's go. Wall out. Open plan. Door will magically appear here. Okay? Then we have an open plan living area. New front door here. Okay? Because we are leaving the brick outside, which I wasn't going to, these then can be 2 pieces of glass or bricked up. You know, doesn't matter. We can make that decision shortly. Kitchen that side, I've already done a little tour of the kitchen for you. Let's go MTV Crips upstairs. Hold up! Stop! Wait a minute. Bathroom. Maybe swapping the bathroom to that room to make the bedroom bigger. Don't know. In here, chimney breast out, new windows, completely back to brick. We had the peephole, if you remember. So, there you go. We had the peephole that peeked into the bathroom. Who was the peephole specialist?
Not any specialist.
I like his flooring. Jazz hands. Flooring's not saying, but I do like the flooring. And the garden is sensational. Sensational. Huge. Which means money, but you know something? This one I'm not as concerned about as the other one. Now I know gardens are expensive and you're going to see me speak to my landscapers today because they're coming to the office to sign a contract. I am going to show you with my landscapers today how much gardens actually cost. Again, I talk about it all the time, and people, deal sources especially, do not understand the cost of gardens. That thing there is expensive, very expensive. So my landscapers are coming in, we're going to have a conversation with them. They need to start some work on a project that I'm turning into a buy-to-let on the 1st of February, which means they've got 20 days to get this garden and the drive done. Can they do it? Of course they can, they're around me.
The 52-week course is here. The best property education course ever created in the entire UK. It has been brought to you by me, an active property developer. 52 weeks of learning. Every single week you will receive a video on a topic about your property journey from A to Z. Once a month you get to meet up with me and come around my sites, and then on top of that you get a monthly Zoom directly with me and the group to ask any questions that you guys need answers to. 52 weeks of the best property education in the UK today.
This property, guys, is what Attila has gone and viewed today.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's this one here. What is it?
So.
Oh, has someone got this on the screen?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
You want it on there?
No, I'm happy for you to run through and tell us what it is.
Right.
So what is it?
So this property is in Manchester. It's in Ashton. It's in an Article 4 area, and it would be for a potential of a 6-bed HMO with a 1 suite. What we know about at the minute, it's a leasehold property with 77 years left on the lease. However, the current owner is buying a freehold. I did ask the progress on that. They said it's been going on for a while, so it shouldn't take long, but they don't know an exact date yet. It's on for 230. There's been a sale on it before that has fallen through. They didn't give a reason as to why. All they said is that the owner's pulled out.
Non-Article 4.
Yeah.
Leasehold is going to be secured, so when you buy it and complete, it will be a freehold.
Yep.
What's the figure they want?
So there's no. They didn't say anything. They are open to negotiations.
Have you not asked? Have you not said anything like what will secure this property today?
They
No one's
said-
asked that question.
No,
It was going to sort out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to find out what's this.
These are just the figures.
Yeah. So
That
this
was
is
based off
work.
stop asking for.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you're working off asking, then you're leaving in 11 grand in the deal.
So 230.
Yeah.
What am I turning it into?
The 6-bed HMO all in suite.
And there's enough room inside without extensions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm turning it into a 6-bedroom
Floor plan
HMO.
like you usually do as well.
Okay, you got the floor plan. So we can turn that into 6. Okay, can you show us? Do you want to go and show us?
Of course. So, we're thinking this would be bedroom number 1 en suite, bedroom number 2 en suite, communal area. Now, this is where you would need a bit of creativity, but in essence, upstairs you would have the space for another four bedrooms.
How?
I'll do you floor plan, and I can't explain
Have you
it.
measured the rooms? So what's the square meters of each room with an ensuite? If you both done your maths on it,
Requirements or
yeah. So we've got 4 rooms there. I can see clear as day.
Yeah.
Okay. One's what? Let me look. 4.3. So one's
This
what?
is
12.
huge, this. That's absolute. That is not just going to stay one room.
No. So if you measure that up there like that, that's about 15 square meters. Am I on that? Can someone do
the
it?
master bedroom.
So that one he's got there, 4.5 times, is that 3 point what?
So this is 3.0. Oh, sorry, it's 3.4.
So that's 17 square metres.
Yeah.
So what's the requirements in that area?
It's 8.5.
Guaranteed?
I will double check it, but that's what, when Attila was looking at it, we was...
Nah. 8.5 square metres in that area for an ensuite with a HMO.
I'll double check it, and then I'll pull it
Type
up.
it in. Just go on Google and go onto the local authority and find out what is the square metre per room for a HMO with an ensuite in what area is it?
It's Ashton.
What is it? Try and run through that. I'm pretty sure 8 is not what it is. If I stand corrected, if I'm wrong. Hey, Shishu! Say hello to the Daily Gang. There's the beautiful prince of the world.
I've taught him how to chase me.
Have you really?
Yeah.
And how does he chase you when he can't walk yet?
Hold on, what's that?
and then he pulls my hair.
Ah, let's have cruise cam. Ah, look at him. I'm just in the middle of breaking down a HMO. Do you need me for anything?
No, I was just showing you Shisha.
Okay, I love you so much. But I don't know if any of you guys know what the legal requirements in this area. Ashton for a 6-bedroom, all en suite. What is the square metres that it needs to be? It's non-Article 4. So guys, this is really important, so listen to this. Hello!
Oh mate, you okay?
Awesome, thank you. You okay?
Yeah, good. I've got Leon to send me some pictures from Swansea. He's on site at the minute.
Okay.
So I'll get it sorted.
I appreciate that because John did call me and said that he's in London this week and we need some photos to get to see which one we need to fit.
Yeah, well, I've just spoke to that Leon now, so he's on site at the minute, so he's going to send them across to me now.
Right, can you send me Leon's phone number as well, please? Because do you know if he's done this door that he's building?
But that's what he's there now for, I believe.
Okay, all right, you're a star.
Okay,
Send me his
so I'll
number,
send it
please,
to you
Pierce.
now.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
No problem.
All right, bye bye. That's just another load of problems, but we got solutions, as you just heard. I'm waiting for a fire safety officer to sign something off, and we need photos. I don't want to drive to Swansea, but we've got someone to do it because they're building a door for me. But yeah, back to this.
Right, so 110k refurb, end value 460. That's basing it off a rental of 640, per month per room. Yeah, so that's your total cost. That's your stamp and legal.
So
leaving in 11 grand in the deal if you're buying it cash.
Okay, so this end value of 460 is based on commercial.
Yes.
Now, obviously, I want you show me how you got the commercial valuation.
Okay.
Explain it to me, please.
So the rent per room per month is £640, which we obviously have comparables to prove. The £640 times that by the number of rooms, which is 6 in this case, and then times that by year. So you want the yearly fee, which is 12, and then, as we know, different people get different X's. We put it at X by 10. So times that by 10 at the end, which gave you the end value of whatever it gave you. Now,
So
how
what
I
is the
know?
end value?
460. But this is not. So you know how I said you're leaving in 11 grand in the room, in the deal.
Yeah.
It's not based on that. It's then times that by 0.75.
Well then, do that.
So
Why are you doing that? Why are you timesing it by 0.75?
because when you're refinancing it, they're only going to give you 75% of that, obviously not the full amount.
Okay. So what you should be doing,
Yeah.
you should be doing 640,
Okay.
which is your thingy, times that by 6.
Yeah.
Sorry, 640. You should divide that by 31 or 30,
Right.
and that gives you the price per day.
Yeah.
And then you should times. So each room of them is £21 a day.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
It's £21.30 from what you're telling me. So if you times that, like you said, it comes to the 640, and then you do the 640 and you times that by 6 rooms, which
Yeah.
you've done, and then you times it by 12.
Yes.
So you've done that 640 times 6, times it by 12, and it's give you 46,000 and 80, and then you've just times that by 10 to get your thingy. So in that, with your commercial valuation, there's no maintenance gone in there. There's no fees or nothing. The commercial valuation takes all of that into consideration.
Okay.
Don't just give you the figure of your rental. It takes into it works based on what you're left with.
Okay.
So you've got to take out of that instantly. So out of that 640, if you do it over the 640 times 6, so out of 3,840, first of all you've got to take out about £400 for management fees. So if you deduct your £400 out of that for management fees, which is another 6 grand, 5 grand a year, and then you got they're going to take out a month for your void. You might have a month where they've got to keep everything thingy. And then what about your electricity? Like you've got to take out your electricity, but like what your landlord supplies are. So your end value is not going to come in at 460. Your end value is going to come in at like 425 on a commercial, maybe 415. And also, what I would do obviously, if you sent this deal to me before we sent it out to any investors and stuff, I would have put the rooms at 600 quid.
That's what.
To be conservative, I wouldn't have put 640. I'd have been like, okay, we know we can get 640. We know the level that we expect to do our stuff
Get 700.
Exactly. But you know, like, you know, if you sent it out to an investor that's on the board or someone like that, they might not be up to the level that we're up to. So always downplay it to 600. And I would also always put your commercial valuations at 8s and 9s.
Okay.
8s and 9s.
Personally,
Yeah.
you know, I know someone who got 14. That 40 quid shouldn't make or break a deal.
Yeah.
If that £40 is going to make or break the deal to sell it to an investor, well, it's the wrong deal. Because 40 quid across £250. Yeah, 600. That's where you want it to be.
Yeah.
But you've worked it all out correctly. But the only thing that's questionable. No, you've done everything, mate. I think you've actually brought that down. I think you've actually over-egged the renovation personally.
Yeah.
110 grand for 6 bedrooms with all en suites.
Yeah,
I think that's a 95 grand.
But just because, you know, I was thinking of the investor.
Yeah.
I don't know how builders would treat him, especially like in that area. I know the area.
So that's why I'm happy, because with the 110, if it still works at 110, and I know that's a 95 grand refurb, well, that shows again that you're doing the right thing and you're putting the right contingencies in place and you're treating people correctly. We're not trying to squeeze every penny out of the deal to make it work just to get a sourcing fee.
Yeah.
That's
and
not.
We haven't negotiated either.
Yeah, and you haven't negotiated. You put it at the asking price and it still works. But obviously, this isn't for a newbie in the property world.
Yeah.
No.
He was that today.
Yeah, this isn't for a newbie. This is a bit more experienced and a bit more experienced landlord, basically. But thank you. But I'm really happy with the way you broke it down. I think what you're doing, the way you guys are working now, is like, I think you found your feet.
Yeah.
I think you've got like a really good rhythm. But again, who in your brain will beat this out? But who in your brain was you working this one for? And is he happy with this area?
He loved it. He was there today.
It was the one we actually
He was
found. We found it, and
Yeah.
then he sent it as well, didn't he? Yeah.
And in fact, I've also viewed one that he then sent after I viewed it, and that's a good one as well.
What area?
Stockport.
Yeah, I've seen that one. He sent it me.
Yeah. Well, I viewed it already, even before he sent it. Yeah. So.
Territorial. Hey, you tell him, like, listen, I viewed that first, jog on.
I viewed it. Like,
No, calm down. You're on my team, remember? Jesus, like, he was so happy then. Did you say, I viewed it? No, I viewed it. No, I viewed it. Yeah, but carry on. He's happy.
Yeah, he's very happy with it.
And obviously, you live there, don't you?
Yeah.
And all your builders are
It's when
backwards.
my boxing is 5 minutes away.
You missed that.
Guys, builders, I am joking. It was banter. I just wanted to see.
Well, I'm not. Builders, you're terrible. Builders in Manchester, you need to fix up every single one. You like no job.
Now, builders in Manchester, I love you. You guys have served me so well over the last decade, and I think you're all amazing. And I looked up left, and apparently psychology says I'm telling the truth. I was looking up to see if he was going to meet me. Because he's ready, like he's standing there like he wants to fight somebody. But no, builders in Manchester, you are great. Any builders in Manchester, hit me up. I need 2 builders to do some projects like this. Don't hit him up. So guys, I told you earlier on that I was going to give you a breakdown of a front garden and a back garden that I have to pay for. Well, I have to pay a deposit for today, because I need it done by the 1st of February. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I do need it done by the 1st of February. So if you look here, I'm going to tarmac the driveway, okay? There's 172 square metres at £87.50 per square metre, £15,000. I have a retaining brick wall down the side. That's going to cost £5,000. The VAT that's coming in is 4k. I'm also having 1 step built at 150 quid. My price is £24,000 to get the 2 done. Now, the retaining brick wall, I'm going to have a conversation, because the lads who own this company, they are on the way in to speak to me right now, and there's a couple of things that I'm going to see if we can move around. I'm going to try and get this down to between 18 and 20, including VAT, and shake hands, sign the contract, give them a deposit, and hopefully they do a 10 out of 10 job. Hopefully.
because you're only as good as your last job, which they've nearly finished, and so far that is a 9.7 out of 10. Why have I knocked them 0.3? Don't know, because if I give them 10 they sound like they're perfect. But gardens are expensive, very, very, very expensive, and people overlook it. Deal sources, you're part of my division, you know how much I stress. Do not underestimate a garden. That could blow most people's budget. Good job for me, I budgeted for it before I even bought the development. So it's important, it's really good. I have just had a great meeting with the team. Basically set out mine and Isabella's goals for the next few months and what we want. Hopefully everybody's on the same page. Hopefully everybody's on the same page, because if they're not on the same page, I've just wasted half an hour of my breath. But hopefully they are. Everyone seemed happy. Everyone seemed okay. Yeah, I'm going to end it now, guys, because Phil wants to go home. And all of these are going to be removed from my desk, opened and filed, not just put under my desk, guys. I don't do that. Do I?
No, you don't.
Watch, it's like this, it's like a Houdini magic show, look. So if you come tomorrow, they could be there, but they won't be, they'll be filed. Guys, thank you. Please smash that like button and subscribe, and also, you know, if there's something you like or something you don't like or something you want me to do, comment, because I believe we have the best property channel in the UK, and I think that YouTube now, after 3 years in April, might start to pick us up and chuck us in the algorithm if you guys have interaction with us. So please help us do that, and massively appreciate the support. 148 days today. 148. Thank you. Oh, shiny person doing that claps. 148 days of pure consistency. 148 days of 148 day videos. Phil, genius. Duna, genius. Me, play the song.
You're simply the best.